Hey guys, welcome back to Autocrit Primer. I'm your host. I'm Derek. On this channel, typically I do things to show off the action figures that I have, graphic novels, books that I've even written, other books that I've written, and drawn inside. The stuff inside of it. And I've had several books published, about a total of, I think, almost 17 books published in all. And I was sitting here, and this is more of a mental health type thing, but I wanted y'all to know a little bit about me. So this is Autocrit Primer. My name is Derek, and I'm going to spill the tea. I want you to know a little bit more about me because I want to put this out there. It's kind of a way for me to kind of like vent. I'm using this more of a therapy type thing, but I hope you find humor in the stories that I'm going to share. And everything I share with you is 100% real. And this is only part one. And I don't want to take too much of your time. But you're going to find out how Otto was born into the world. On February 18th, there was a massive snowstorm that came in. My mom, her water breaks. My biological father is literally crap faced in his underwear, drunk off his butt. My mom has to dress my biological father. His name is Richard. He didn't have a lot to do with me in my childhood or even now, but he did participate in me being created. So what ends up happening is I'm from the South, and so we'll get into some of that as the story goes, but just keep that in mind. So he is like crap faced, drunk, and my mom is having to dress him while her water's broke. She's having contractions. She has to get him into the car, and as he gets in the car, the snow is starting to come down. And then she has to drive while she's having contractions and is in labor, driving her drunk husband and herself to the hospital. And she drives to the hospital, and they think that she's admitting him. So what ends up happening is the nurses and the attendees, they come out, they grab hold of Richard, they put him into the wheelchair, they're rolling him in, and she's like, "What the actual F are you doing? I'm the one who's in labor." I kid you not. So she's like, "You leave him at the entrance. I'm the one that's in labor. I need help." So my mom is having to hold her belly, walk into the hospital. She finally gets admitted. My biological father is so crap drunk that they have to put him in his own room so that he could sober up. So as this is happening, my grandmother, my grandfather, who my papa is, who I had a lot of influence on me, and he is the one that had the saying that you hold on to something from youth, you'll never grow old. And that was the whole thing about me holding on to my childhood, and action figures is my way of holding on to my youth. Even though a lot of stuff you're going to find out about me isn't all good, but in a way, it's humorous. It's what's made me who I am. So this is only part one. So my mom finally gets in the hospital. She's in labor. There were no such thing as cell phones. I know. Shocker, right? No cell phones. Shocker. It was only these things that had what was a rotary phone where you had to spin it. And if you messed that up, you had to hang that son of a gun back up and then redial. So she's trying to call her mother, which is my grandmother, to let her know she's in labor and she's at the hospital. Now you have to understand, my mom and them, we lived in the boondock country. After this, my mom was like, "I'm not living in the country anymore." So she had to drive all the way into Charlotte in North Carolina. And we're talking about she was literally like 10 minutes from, we were south in South Carolina border. So she's having to go through counties, cities, driving herself at night because she goes to labor at night at like 1 in the morning, I believe is what she said. And so she's having to drive. She gets to the hospital. She's having labor. Uh, the birth was rather quick. So that was the easy. My mom said the easy thing is that you didn't linger. You're like a firecracker. You want to shoot out there and say, "Hey, I'm in the world." You know, that was what my mom always says. Like you were like on ready to go. So she's in labor. She has it. My grandmother tells her, "Well, you got Richard. We'll be there in the morning, honey. You're fine." And that's just how my grandmother is. "You're fine. I'll see you in the morning. It's just snowing so hard. I'm so sorry. We will not be able to drive to Charlotte, North Carolina, and be with you while you're in labor. But you know what? Labor takes a little while, so it's not going to have something quick." Which is not the case. Hey, Revan. This is my big buddy, Revan. So when that happens, my mom now knows she's on her own. She's got to wean this herself. The doctor that was supposed to bring me in was, his name was Dr. Hamer, and he was Johnny on the spot there, and he was like coaching my mom, and he actually went and got coffee for my biological father, and was helping sober him up. And so finally, I am born. And the doctor sits there and says, "Okay, well, what are we going to name this young man? You have a son." My mom didn't know if I was going to be a boy or a girl because there was no thing about, um, oh, telling you the sex of the child. And so my mom was ecstatic because she had picked my name out when she was a kid. In her teenage years, and how I got my name Derek is actually from Derek and the Dominoes, a band that she loved. Hey, buddy, I know. I had beef jerky. And he's like, "Oh, you had beef jerky? Did you want to share some?" Not right now. You'll get some in a minute. So, as this was happening, she's got my name. She knows what she's going to call me. And, are you petting me? Okay. Okay. And so, as I'm born, my biological father wants to come out. He says, "His name is going to be Jack Daniels. He's going to be named after the alcohol that I was drunk." And that's the truth. He came in at this, my mom's like, it's uncanny. He comes out of nowhere, and he's still slurring his speech, and sorry about mine. You'll find out why my speech is slurred. I had a stroke a long time ago. And I still have issues with that. So she and she was like, "Hell no!" And I'm trying not to put cuss words in it because I want to make this as much PG and PG-13 as I can. But my mom had more explicit language at that time. She said, "Hell effing no, you drunk son of a." You are not naming him after the alcohol you got drunk off of. His name is going to be Derek. And then that, and so that's how she was adamant. And the doctor was like, "Well, are you, who do we go?" Because in this time, you have to understand, women didn't really have a big say in the name of the child. It was typically the father. And my mom was adamant. Now, here's the crazy thing. I wasn't even in the room yet. They had not seen me. My mom had not gotten to me. Come here, buddy. He's going to keep petting me if I don't pick him up. My mom had not even seen me yet. As soon as I was born, I was carted off. And when I was carted off, they did all the little stuff. And then that's when Richard came in. I was born at 8 in the morning. And so it was a very fast thing. My grandmother, still to this day, will call me on my birthday. And if she can't get me, she'll leave the message. On this day, there was a big snowstorm. As soon as you were born, the sun came out and the snow melted. And your grandfather and I were able to experience you for the first time. And that's the story she always says. And so and I love her for it. She's really older now. I lost my grandfather a couple of years back, and that was really tough. And I'll talk about that in these stories. But so my mom is adamant. Now, here's the crazy part. All right, you ready? You know what? I'm gonna save it. I've already wasted 10 minutes of your time. I'm gonna save it. But there's a big thing. I get mixed up with another child at the hospital. In part two, I'll tell you what happens on that one. And if you like more of my stories, just tell me in the comments down below. Thank you for watching.